Hey members, how the heck are you? It is Sunday, April 28th, 2018, and I have 7 things to update with you. 7 things that I have discovered throughout the week that I thought were worth telling you about. So here we go. Let's jump into it. And let's start here with 2 announcements from Amazon regarding, I can't say its name, because the one that's sitting next to me will start spouting off. But we now have Alexa blueprints or skill blueprints. And what this allows you to do is it allows you to build a skill complete with replies and place it into your device, and then people can interact with it. They've added basically a lot of templates. And so you could come in here, click on one of these templates. So take a look. I mean, these are really help the sitter find things. Remember steps, get important information, fairy tale adventure. This is just a great way that you can create skills and have it reply. So you could do a custom Q&A. So we'll click here and it will go into how to create it. And there's a bunch of different ones. I think this will be really neat for the classroom. I think it will be great for teachers to create. I think it'll be great for students to create it. It kind of falls into a storytelling genre as well, a quiz genre, a creation genre. There's all sorts of ways that we can add this into the work that you do in your classroom or what you want to accomplish at home or have fun at home. So once again, this is the Amazon Alexa Skill Blueprints. You can find this out at blueprints.alexa.com. So that's my first, pardon me, Alexa tidbit for you. The second one is this one, which is the Amazon Echo Kids. So this was released this week. And a lot of people were like, well, what's the difference and why the heck is it $80? So it looks like it has a little bit of extra padding to it in case your kid, I don't know, wanted to chuck it against the wall. It's going to be released early May. But the big difference here is that it has a different operating system than the other Amazon devices. It has an operating system designed more for kids. It's designed more for example, storytelling. It's designed to, I guess, not be as snarky with questions and to be more helpful. And if you head to the Amazon Alexa for Kids page, there's a video that plays that goes into some more examples of how this works. The other thing that it has is it does have parental controls. So there is an app that parents can go in and dial in what they allow, what they don't allow, and also see what their kids are doing with it. So kind of curious about this one. We'll see. I'm interested in it. I think that it could obviously be a good thing, but I'm also a big believer in the world of balance, and I hope that it doesn't take away from. I hope Alexa doesn't read a book to a kid versus a parent sitting down and reading a book to a kid. But I hope it spurs a kid's curiosity of having something there to ask questions to. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. All right, so that's my 2 Alexa announcements. The next announcement is from the gang at Book Creator. Book Creator started as an iPad app to do exactly what it sounds like, create books. Then they came out on Android. And then in June, they came out on Chrome. So this is a really nice BYOD book creation tool. And if you haven't seen it before, this is the web version of it. You get 40 books for free. And those 40 books, your students can join your bookshelf with the join code, create their books. You could even export their books to iBooks or Google Play Bookstore. And if you're done with the book, you could just export it and then remove it from the shelf and add more, and you stay into that free price point. I think it's $60 a year, and it gives you a very large amount of books. So there's all other pricing options if you want to go beyond the 40. But it's one of those apps that it gives you everything, but just a set number of items to try. And if you like it, you can expand from there. And it's something I've always liked. It's super easy to create a book. Easy for elementary. I mean, we can get into the younger kids. If you look at this example right here, these are young kids making these books, and I've even seen adults make the books as well, but it's an easy idea. So here's a new book. I just clicked on new book right there to add it. If I click on edit to edit this book, I can come in here and say I want to add more pages to it. I could come in here and say I want to add more content to it, and you'll notice it has media, camera, pen, text, and record. And so you could record your own voice. You could type in text. You could bring in images, and then you even have shapes. Some of the pages that you can create are comic book pages, so you could make a comic book if you wanted to. And then you could play it. So you could play the book, and then when it's back in your bookstore, you could go in here, and like I said, you could publish it online. If you have the pay for version, you could collaborate, meaning the teacher can collaborate with the student, and you could also download it as an ebook, or you could print it. So the big change that they announced this week was the iOS version has always had a read aloud, and that's thanks to Siri. And so Read Aloud is now on Chrome. So the book will read to you. It will highlight text if you want it to. In fact, there's all these options in here now where you could say, what do you want the voice to be? Do you want me to highlight the words as it's read? Do you want me to turn the pages automatically? Do you want me to play the multimedia? And do you want me to slow speech? So, for example, slow speech. So I'm going to click here and the voices, there's a bunch of choices for voices. I just went with this one. They all sound kind of interesting. So here we go.
I spy the parasitic parallel. All about me, the author. Hello, I really want to be a spy when I grow up.
So that gives you an idea of how it works. I like the fact that the text highlights. It makes it easier for younger kids or our special needs kids. So this is just a nice little option that basically upgrades kids using Chromebooks. They now have a way that a book or books from a book creator can be read to them. So there's that. The next announcement I have for you is, you might remember when I posted this video of the Merge Cube on President's Day, and was a big part of the Merge Cube purchasing shenanigans, which is something I'm proud of. And if you want to remember where this is at, it's leslie.link/merge. And it will take you to this page. This video has been seen thousands of times. It's pretty awesome. It was always fun to log into my site stats and see a bunch of people checking the video out at once. And one of the things that I had on this video is and I don't know if I'll be able to get to it quickly. We'll see if I come. Yeah, there we go.
So we'll come
is
here
this
say phone mode.
Is Rubik's Cube. So I had a Rubik's Cube demo in my video, and people just really dug it. And then it was weird because almost the day that I posted this video, Rubik's Cube was pulled from the App Store. So good news, guys. Just this week, Merge Miniverse added Rubik's Cube Augmented. It is back in the store. So if you simply just do Rubik's Cube Merge Cube, it should take you to this page, or you could head to miniverse.io, and it's listed at the top because so many people were impatiently waiting for it to come back. So it's back, and it's free. So it's a free app that you can use and play with your Merge Cube. And also remember, if you have VR goggles that let you have that little hole in it so the camera can go through, you could actually interact you can use this in goggle mode as well, which is pretty cool. So, okay, so that's all of those I think are good news. Let's get into some not as good news. And this one is part of my not as good news, and it's Today's Meet. Today's Meet allows you to have what's known as a back channel. And I've used this before. If you've ever hung out with me before my webinar product announcements, I used to use Today's Meet to do my product announcements because it would allow you to type in text and me to see the text. And a lot of times when I'll do an all-day professional development or a, work on your own professional development time, I would run Today's Meet in the background. And it would allow educators to type in their voice. And in the classroom, it's a great way for students to be able to type in while the teacher's talking without maybe raising their hand, or to ask a question, and then students can see if they have the same question. This has been out for a decade. And last night they announced that Today's Meet, as of, I want to say June, I think it's June 18th or 19th, is shutting down, which really, really bums me out. I was very surprised to find out it's a one-man show with another gig. So I have been politely calling this the ed tech hangover. This reminds me of the housing bubble, where we had a really good run there. and money was showing up, and all of a sudden people caught on, went, well, hold on, wait. And we're seeing a lot of this going on. We're seeing a lot of funding kind of going away. So we've seen a lot of these websites that had care and feeders or money for it just going, which is a bummer, but at the same point I understand. And we had this talk, I think, a couple weeks ago or last week when I went on about Padlet. So I've been actually chatting with the guy this morning, nice guy, and I've reached out to a couple of my favorite companies to see if they'd be interested in purchasing Today's Meat, because I think if this thing becomes part of another package, or becomes part of another, a company that might have some other offerings in its stable, I think this could, this is a good thing. And it makes sense now. I always thought that its product development was kind of slow. Well, it's a one-man show. I can honestly understand why. So who knows? Who knows what will happen? But I've been in touch with 3 different companies in Today's Meat this morning, and it's a Sunday, so we'll find out together, and I'll try to keep you updated. But it's a sad day when this product is going away. So you'll say, hey, is there anything else? The place that I would probably point you to is Back Channel Chat. Back Channel Chat has a couple extra features to it, where Today's Meat was very streamlined, straightforward. I find Back Channel Chat to be a little bit more cluttered, but it's not horrible. But one of the things you can do is it does have a profanity filter. Students can upvote items that show up in Back Channel Chat. They could choose avatars. There's all sorts of different little items that it can do. I've always felt more warm and fuzzy with Today's Meat, but at the same point, I've appreciated what Back Channel Chat offers with extra features, and if they could just get together and have a love child, that would actually be awesome as well. So we'll see. We'll see where this takes us. But if you're bumming out about Today's Meat as well, I would take you straight to Back Channel Chat for now. And this is an area that I'll probably be doing some research about, trying to educate myself a little bit better about what alternatives are out there. So those are the big news of product based. So let me give you some other little pieces of information. You are going to be getting a bunch of new presentations over the next few months. I think during the summer I've been asked to do 6 or 7 new presentations, so get ready for them. They'll be heading your way. A MergeCube presentation will be heading your way. An Osmo presentation will be heading your way. Creating and editing video on your mobile device will be heading your way. I think the art of the capture will be heading your way. So get ready. You're going to be seeing a lot of new presentations trickle in, probably starting in mid-May and working its way all through June and July. My July schedule hasn't been, I don't think, fully booked. I never know these things. Could you imagine? I don't know my schedule. It's always a fun thing when I get an email that says booking inquiry. So we'll see what happens, but you're getting a lot of new presentations. My June travel is filling out nicely. I still have some open days, so I'm hoping those get filled in, because June's always a crazy month. But I think a little bit of collateral damage is going to be, I probably won't have any webinars in June. So if you're digging the webinars, you get them for free until the end of the year. You get the live stream, or not the live stream, you get the stream of the previously recorded webinar as part of your membership for free as a thank you. That'll be going away January 1st, 2019. But if you like to see them live, you have 3 options in May, and then I don't think we're going to do any in June. And then we'll take a look at July. Right now, July's looking like I can do them, but I'm not sure how much interest there are in summer webinars. So if you think there's decent interest and I'm unaware of it, you can share that with me. So, these are all ticking in close to 15 minutes for our Weeklyish Tech Tidbit. So that's been your Weeklyish Tech Tidbit. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank you for being a member. It's been a lot of fun. It's been enjoyable. Never had this many changes as a company in my 21 years, and I think I said that last time, but it's been, I hope you're enjoying it. I really hope you're enjoying it as much as I am. I think it's been a great win-win so far, and I'm rambling. And it's Sunday, so I am going to wish you a wonderful day, and take care, everyone, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye, guys.